Hello everyone. Today I'm with you with another poem of the third unit in the textbook First Flight. And the name of the poem is Have to Tell Wild Animals. It's written by Carolyn Wells. First let me tell you about the poet. Carolyn Wells was an American writer and a poet. She was a prolific American writer, remembered largely for her popular mysteries, children's books, and humorous verse. She was especially noted for the use of humor in her works. And this poem, Have to Tell Wild Animals, it's also a humorous poem, and the characteristics of wild animals have been explained in this poem in a very funny way. So let's read the first stanza. In this very first stanza, the poet is trying to speak about the Asian lion. So let me read this. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if it roars at you as you're dying, you'll know it's the Asian lion. So if by chance, your first line, if ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, it means that if by chance you go to the jungles in the eastern side, if by chance you go to the jungles in the eastern side, and if the should to you advance, when you read this line, you will know that there is a problem with this line and there is some grammatical error. And if the should to you advance, actually this is one grammatical error sentence, and this technique of making an error by purpose, that is called a method of inversion. A method of inversion. Here, what is an inversion? It's a technique of making an error by purpose. That's called a method of inversion. So here, inversion is making a grammatical error by purpose by the poet. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should you advance. So in advance, here if you're going to the jungle by chance, in advance or just in front of you, if you find a large and tawny beast. What's the meaning of tawny? Tawny means that a yellowish brown in color. So if you see a large beast with yellowish brown in color, if he roars at you as you are dying, so if he roars at you, obviously here you will know that it is the Asian lion. So if he roars at you, you know that Asian lion. That is Asian lion, because the Asian lion has got the speciality of its roaring. And if you see this yellowish brown colored beast, and if it roars at you, ensure that it is the Asian lion. And why do you think the poet has used as you're dying? As you're dying. Reason is because of just by seeing the lion, and if it is suddenly starts roaring, seeing and listening to the roar, because of the fear in us, we might die. So, as you're dying, you will understand that it is the Asian lion. See, only then listening to the lion's roar, because of that fear, you will die. When you are dying only, you will realize that it is that Asian lion. So listen again to this stanza. For by chance, if you are going to the jungle in the east side, and by chance right before you, you may find a yellowish brown kind of animal. And if it is roaring at you and listening to that roar, you are so scared and you will die. While about to die, you will realize that it's an Asian lion. So the poet has humorously explained the Asian lion, which can kill a person with its roar. So you might have noted here dying. Can you see this word dying here? Dyin. This particular process is called. So here, what do you think about this word? Actually, is this complete? No, it's not correct. We have to add G here. Dying here. Okay, but here the poet wrote only dine. And what do you think about this? This particular process is called poetic license. What is this? Poetic license. Okay, so what is poetic license? You might, what is this? It's actually the poets have the license to change words to rhyme with the other words. So look at the rhyme scheme of this stanza. Can you see chance, advance, east, beast, dying, lion. So a, b, a, B, C, C. So to rhyme the word dine with lion, so here the poet removed the letter G and he wrote dine only here to rhyme with the lion. That is called a poetic license because the poet has the right to do that. Okay, so here we can see the rhyme scheme of this stanza is a, B, C, C. Okay, so here, just to get that rhyme scheme, the poet Karen Wells used the poetic license. Okay, so I hope the first stanza is clear to you. Now let's see what the poet is trying to say in the second stanza. Or if sometime when roaming round, a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. So, if some time when you are just roaming around, when you are just roaming roaming around means that if you are walking about or moving about. So, when you are just roaming around, if you see a wild animal, if you see wild beast means a wild animal that greets you and it comes to you and it greets you, and here it said that with black stripes on a yellow ground. So there is a yellow body with black stripes. You can see here a yellow body with black stripes. Can you see? Okay, so a yellow body with black stripes. Here, just notice if he eats you. Tigers, you know that they won't wait at you. Lion, obviously, they will roar at you. Here, the poet is sipping. Here, the poet here he says that this symbol rule may help you learn, and this symbol rule, if he eats you, this symbol rule will help you to learn the Bengal tiger to discern. Discern means that identify. So, from this rule, from this symbol thing that it is trying to eat you, you can understand that now it's in front of you. Who is that? It is Bengal tiger. Who is there in front of you? It is the Bengal tiger. You can identify by this yellow body with its black stripes, and it will eat you. It will start eating you. So at that time you can understand that it is Bengal tiger. So here the poet is speaking about the Bengal tiger, and to identify each animal there is a particular thing you are looking into. Lion is a yellow brownish in color and it roars at you. And the Bengal tiger, it has yellowish body with black stripes. And if it comes to greet you, and the first thing tiger would do is that it would just jump up on you. It would jump on you and eat you. It doesn't wait for anything. Tiger is like that. So uh, this time also the poet used humor that once a person has been eaten up by a wild animal, there is no use in determining which wild animal it is. Okay, so here I think this is clear. This stanza is clear for you, and the poetic devices used here is that you can see R, the first letter sound is repeated in the same line. It is called, we all know that, what is this? What is this? Alliteration. Okay, this is called alliteration. And here the in this stanza, what is the rhyme scheme of this stanza? Round, ground, you, and learn, discern. So the same rhyme scheme is there here also. A, B, A, B, C, C. Okay, so listen the third stanza. If strolling forth a beast you view, whose hide with spots is peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is the leopard. It will do not good to roar with pain. He will only lap and lap again. So here, if it's strolling forth, it means that it means walking casually. If you're walking very casually, and if you see an animal, that beast is coming forward. Okay, if you see an animal and whose hide means that whose skin with the spots is peppered. So the whole skin has got spots. Okay, and so here, whose skin is covered with pepper means that covered with the spots. So if you are walking casually, you can see a beast is coming there next to you, and the skin of that animal is like it's covered with the its skin is covered with the spots. And if you just look at it as if it is completely peppered. Okay, so if you find an animal with a plain skin with a lots of spots, and what will this particular animal do? As soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is the leopard. So that animal will leap on you. Here, actually, this word, the spelling is actually Leapt. Okay, that is the right spelling. But the poet has used here leapt. Okay, this is also a poetic license. As I told in the previous stanza, this is also the poetic license. So you can see here in the last line also lap. Okay, and this is also the poetic license. And so leopard has got this particular thing of leaping, basically jumping on you. Okay, it has a particular thing of jumping up upon you if it sees you. So even here it says that it will do not good to roar with pain. He will only lap and lap again. So even if you are trying to roar or trying to cry loudly out of pain, but no use of that because it will jump again and again on you. That the only thing he will do, and nothing else he will do. So yeah, if you're walking casually in the forest, and if you see an animal whose skin is covered with spots, and as soon as he has seen you, what will he do? He will jump upon you. And when it jump upon you, what you can understand, what type of animal or who is that? It is the leopard. And it will do not good to roar with pain. He will only lap and lap again. So if you are going to cry or make a lot of noise, anyway, no use of it. It will jump again and again and again upon you. Okay, so in this first stanza, the poet says about Asian lion, and it's a large and tawny base. It's a yellowish brown in color, and uh, here he roars at you as you are dying, and then his roars that will kill you. Okay, his roaring will kill you. And the next stanza he told about the Bengal tiger. It's a noble and wild beast, and that greets you. And its skin is with it's a yellow skin with the black stripes. And if it just notice you, what will it will do? It will eat up you. And from that, you can understand that is the Bengal tiger. And next, the poet told about what leopard. Okay, Pot told about leopard, and if you're walking casually in the forest and his skin is covered with spots, and what will it do? At the moment it will see you, what will it do? It will jump upon you. And that time you can understand it is the leopard, and no use of crying or making any noise. What will it do? It will not change its decision. It what will it do? It will jump upon you again and again and again, and then it will eat you. If when you are walking around your yard, you meet a creature there who hacks you very hard, be sure it's a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more caress. So in this stanza, the poet is talking about a bear. Okay, so what will it do? It will hug you. And every bear, it kills a person by hugging very tight. Okay, so if you're walking around in your yard, anyway, you can see a creature there. You meet a creature there. So you can see a creature there, and this particular creature, and it doesn't roar. It's not covered with spots, and it doesn't have any stripes on the body. But if it hugs you, it it hugs you. If it see you, if it sees you, what will it do? It will hug you. It means that it hugs you to death. Okay, so here, who hugs you very hard? Be sure it's a bear. So it will hug you very hard. So understand that it's a bear. And if you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more caress. So if you have any doubts again, to clear the doubts, what will Bayer do? It will give you one more hug, one more caress. Caress means that one more loving touch. Okay, a gentle loving touch, one more hugs it will give you. Then you will realize that it is a bear. Okay, so here the poet and the stanza is describing about a bear. How can identify a bear? So here, the poetic device here it is used as the poet repeated the word very, and again he used the word very. Okay, this is called repetition. And the rhyme scheme of this stanza is that yard, hard, the bear, Gus, cares. So A B C C. Okay. So let us move on to the next stanza. In all the other stanzas, we studied about how we can identify the animals, wild animals like Asian lion, Bengal tiger, leopard, and bear. But in this stanza, in the fifth stanza, we are going to learn how to identify other two animals. Okay, so here listen this stanza. Though to distinguish beasts of prey, and always might nonplus. The crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. Hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. So here the poet told that he's going to describe about two animals. They are crocodiles and hyena. So, among these animals, among the many animals, if a new person comes to the forest, he might be completely non-plus, completely non-plus. Non-plus means here you can see puzzled or confused. So, the new person, novice means that a new one might be puzzled to identify those two animals like crocodile and hyena. Okay, it will be very difficult for a new person. He will be puzzled or he will be confused. So, why they will be puzzled? Here, the poet is trying to distinguish hyena and crocodile. We know that speciality of hyena and crocodile both are completely different in look also. So, tell from the hyena thus. Hyenas come with merry smiles. So hyena's specialty is that hyena before catching its prey, it makes a particular sound and it resembles to human beings' smiles. Okay. Then but if they weep, they are crocodiles. And what will the crocodile do? Crocodile will always have tears in their eyes before catching its prey. Okay, so uh, here the poet told about the crocodile and hyena, how to identify them. Okay, hyenas will they will smile before catching their prey, and crocodile will cry before catching their praise. Okay, so next one. And and before that, I want to tell you about the poetic device used here. You can see this n is repeated here, that is called alliteration. Okay, then the poetic, here the rhyme scheme. A, so pray may, non plus this, and smiles crocodiles. Okay, so it's not an easy job. Here the part says that it's not an easy job for a beginner to distinguish wild animals. He will be confused in distinguishing them. Okay, he may not be able to distinguish between a hyena and a crocodile. Hyenas are very deceptive. Okay, they will attack their victims with a weird smiles and kill them. And crocodile is said to be shed tears. Its tears while eating its prey. Okay, both of these animals are dangerous. Then the last stanza. Okay, the true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He has not any ears at all and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, the this the chameleon you see. So here in the sixth stanza, the poet is trying to speak about chameleon. Okay, and he said that, so the poet said that the true chameleon is small. The original chameleon is small and a lizard sort of thing. It looks like a lizard. He hasn't any ears at all. It doesn't have ears and not a single wing. It doesn't have wings also. Okay. The original chameleon, it is small. It is like lizard. It doesn't have ears and not a single wing. Okay. And if there is nothing on the tree, this the chameleon you see. So at times, if you are looking on the tree, you might have not found chameleon. Why you did not find chameleon the because chameleon has got the particular attribute of changing its color. If it sits on the branch, it will turn into the color of the branch, and if it sits on the leaves, it will turn to the color of the leaves. Wherever they sit, they change their color according to the surroundings. So if you don't find any other things or any bird or any other one on the tree, you ensure that a chameleon is the who continuously changes its color. Okay. So the poetic device used here is her, her. Okay, alliteration. First letter sound is repeated. Okay, so the rhyme scheme here, it is small, all, thing, wing, tree, C. Okay, so A B C C. Okay, so rhyme scheme is for all the stanzas. It is same. So I think you all understood the poem. Thank you.